So, I was trying to think of a YouTube video to make to celebrate my 1 year on YouTube, and I really had no idea what to make a video about, because if I'm being honest, it's been a really crazy year, and as much as I would like to celebrate a year, I just don't really feel like celebrating. I don't know. I'm happy, don't get me wrong. It was just really crazy to, do so many videos in a year, and for me to be able to look back on those videos and know kind of how I was doing when that video was made. Like, I have that memory now, and I think that's what I thought was really cool about doing YouTube, is I just had these diaries, but these video diaries. And I've always written journals. Like, I have a stack of journals. And so doing YouTube was something I always wanted to do. And when I started, I was really nervous. I didn't know what to make, so I just started making just journal entries, basically my day-to-day life. And yeah, I don't really know where the YouTube channel is going. I have a full-time job right now, and it's just been really hard to stay consistent. I'm so tired all the time, and I just, at the end of the day, I don't really want to make a YouTube video, and that's kind of unfortunate because I actually really like making YouTube videos. And it's the same way I feel, when I want to play guitar or piano, or if I want to practice my singing. It's all just a matter of my mindset, and my mindset this year has actually been pretty negative. So yeah, it's been a little difficult. Before I get on the highway, I need to actually make sure I'm recording. So, this year, yeah, what happened? Well, I got hired as a production coordinator, but it didn't really feel like it. I felt like I was a producer, a videographer, a social media marketer. It was a very chaotic job. And basically, what happened in the end is I got fired from that job, and it really killed my drive. I've never been fired before in my life. I blamed myself. I kind of went through a really big thing of depression, because before I got fired, my aunt, she died. I don't know, I want to say a month before I got fired. So yeah, my aunt was my entire world. I was really ashamed of myself when I got fired, because I don't know, I always went to my aunt for advice or to talk about things, but then I just had nothing. And I know how proud she was of me when I got the job, and then when I lost it, I don't know, I just kind of, it feels like a light bulb went off in my brain. I kind of started to distance myself from people who didn't really seem like they wanted to be a part of my life anyway. So, it's really bad, but there's positives to everything, that's the only thing that's gotten me through my life, is, the yin and yang symbol of there's the good and then there's the bad. And yeah, this year was pretty shitty, but there was also some really great things I learned about myself this year that I probably wouldn't have learned about myself if they wouldn't have happened. And I turned 30 a couple weeks ago, and that was also a revelation where I was just I'm actually doing not so bad. Even though life feels like shit, I'm not doing that bad. And yeah, it's been hard. It's been a hard year, I won't lie. Yeah, I'll be okay. You know, I'll always be okay. And yeah, I guess what really made me want to do this video is I just couldn't believe it when I logged into YouTube and I seen that I had 50 subscribers. You know, I worked really hard on those videos when I was motivated, and then they kind of died down because I got really depressed, and I kind of just started to think, well, what's the point? And then, you know, the other day I was like, you've got 50 people who hit subscribe because of your videos. Like, I must be doing something right. Like, even if it's just 50, that's still a lot of people who are like, hey, I want to see what this chick's gonna do in the future. And that makes me feel really good. I don't think people understand it unless they've done it themselves, but like, it's hard. Like, it's really hard to film, edit, you know, make sure the audio sounds good. Like, it's not easy, and it's something I really enjoyed doing. Well, it's something I really enjoyed doing, and I would like to get that joy back. There's some things that are going to be happening this year that I'm really excited about, that I just don't really want to talk about because I'm not sure if I'm going to be putting it on YouTube or not. But I basically would really like to start documenting my life more. I'd really like to get into the habit of doing it just because I like the journals. It's basically what I've done my whole life. Like, I've written journals and books, and I have stacks of them, like I said. So seeing the video journals was actually really cool. And, you know, it made me want to get out of the house. It made me want to go out and film something. Whereas, you know, before, I'd just be like, oh, I'm depressed. You know, I don't want to film anything today. And that's usually how I am, like, the last, I don't know, 4 months or so, and that's about the time period when I was fired. So I've started this new job, and this new job is actually, I've been really enjoying it. I work with like a small group of like moms, and they're just there to do their job, no drama, no bullshit, and I appreciate that, and I like that. You know, I won't be there forever, that's obvious, but it's good to just do a job and not feel worried or, you know, stress the fuck out all the time that I'm gonna get fired because somebody doesn't like me because I have a strong work ethic. A strong work ethic. A strong work ethic. There we go. Third time's a charm. Anyway, yeah. So I just kind of wanted to ramble about that a little bit. I'm so grateful that, you know, the people that did come around this year, because I saw the graph. I lost some, I gained some. It was a very interesting year for me, and I really want to continue this YouTube channel just so I have something to look back on, because yeah, the journals were really interesting. Specifically these journals that may or may not pop up here if I feel like showing that off. But yeah, I had a great time with friends. I met some people because of it. There were some projects that I did that I never put on YouTube because, you know, people are just shy. Yeah, it was fun, and I want to do more. I want to make more YouTube videos, and I want to try to involve my group of friends this summer. But it's hard. It's hard to do what I'm doing with other people if they don't kind of have like the same vision. So I don't want to like pressure others, but if like they want to join me, that would be really sick. So well, we're just gonna rip into town here. I'm gonna go to the park, and I'm gonna dismantle all this gear and maybe find a different angle. But it felt good. It felt good to talk about this stuff. I haven't talked about it on the YouTube channel because I'm just kind of like freaked out about what people are gonna think. But you know, I just, the more I've uploaded on YouTube, the less I give a shit, and that feels great. I love it. So I hope to make more videos in the future, more exciting videos. There isn't really like a lot of exciting stuff that happens where I live, so I'm hoping, you know, next year I'll be able to go do something more exciting. And I've got like a crazy tripod camera set up right here, and a few people have not been looking at me, they've been looking at that. Because everybody in this fucking town that I live in knows me. And when you live in a small town, people are really judgmental. And it's also really isolating. Like, I feel like I used to say when I lived in the city, I felt more alone than I did in my hometown. But now that I'm living back in my hometown, I feel more alone than I've ever felt in my fucking life. And I truly mean that. Like, it's been really hard dealing with all this shit that happened this year and feeling alone. Like, YouTube has been the greatest thing that I've done this year. And I feel like that's kind of sad. Even when I was working for that job doing videography for like these exotic places, I was still really depressed. So it just goes to show you, it's really like your mindset. And I've been getting more and more comfortable with the idea of leaving this place to have a better life and to make fun videos, and you know, like go to college and get a degree in something I'm interested in, and then do this on the side as my fun little hobby. And whoever follows along, that's so cool. I don't know why I'm like so like giddy with excitement when people subscribe to me. I just, it makes my whole day when I see that number go up. And, you know, last week I seen that it got to 50 and I was just stoked. I was just like, wow, 50 people in 1 year, like, fuck, I'll have like maybe 200 by next year. Like, that was my thought. Like, and I feel like 200 is even aiming too high, but, you know, it's just, it's exciting. It's fun. I enjoy what I'm doing, even though I haven't been doing it very often. But yeah, like, I don't know. I'm just kind of nervous to do some of the stuff that I want to do. Like, I'm like, oh, I don't want to get hate comments. I don't want this. But I just feel like that's not going to happen anymore. Like, I don't have that fear anymore. So now what I've been doing is, instead of uploading every day, I've been kind of trying to brainstorm and like think of these ideas that I want to like film, and I write storyboards and I write scripts for them, and then I just do like nothing with it. So I think what I've learned from my experience in the film industry is what you envision is never gonna come out the way you think it will. It might be kind of close, but I don't know. I don't think it ever does fully manifest into what you want, because you'll see it as well and you realize, you know, that's not what I want. I changed my mind, and that's totally okay. But the hard part is starting the project and continuing the project even in the doubt. And, you know, you just have to finish it. And that can be really hard, because when you spend all this time, you kind of develop these like expectations for this project that's not even like made yet. And then when it doesn't become what you want, you know, you get a little heartbroken, you get a little discouraged, you don't want to like do it anymore. So, and you know, I'm tired of not doing what I want to do. So, with that being said, I'm going to pull over and I'm going to end the video. And yeah, I'm going to see how the video turned out. And you know what? I think I'll upload it anyway, because it was really nice to get this off my chest. And just talk about it, I guess. It's been hard. It's been a hard year, but it's also been a really good year. I've learned a lot about myself. And yeah, I think that's all I really want to say. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you the next time.